Welcome back to the glory days of Riho Futaba. Now today's game is known in Europe as Paparazzi. As you may know, paparazzi is generally a photographer who takes pictures of celebrities going about their daily lives. So, we know what to expect. Except, let's look at the Japanese cover. A studio, models posing, and the title, if the internet is to be trusted, is The Camera Apprentice, which implies a different style of photography altogether. I wonder which of the two titles is closer to the actual game. Let's find out. Well, that's that riddle solved. How does an Italian publisher fuck up the meaning of an Italian word so badly? Oh, the track trailer was loading. This is supposed to sell you on the game running in a store or something. The dead, soulless face attached to a couple of floppy balloons. You know, whoever made this truly foresaw the essence of Oblivion and Skyrim mods. Well, that was terrifying. Let's not watch the same clip with the two other models. I'll load now because I've beaten the game once. Not that big of an achievement. It's only 4 levels long. Who are we going to drool over? I'm obsessed with insert name here. Unfortunately, the plot of this game is presented in a visual novel fashion. So Riho is a model, hard to approach except when you're a stranger taking pictures of her. And we don't know how. Enter Akira, the fat kid. So, Akira is going to introduce us into the scene. If you take nice pictures, no one will know you're an amateur. Akira, that's kind of the problem with being an amateur. You're shit. We have another problem though. Yes, not having a camera. Luckily, Akira tosses us a hand-me-down, because he's a rich fat kid. He offers us a tutorial, which was handy since my used copy of the game came without a manual, but now it would simply waste 10 minutes and explain nothing. Here's our first mission. It's important to look at the task at the bottom of the screen. In particular, the requirement of full frontal shots. They are the only thing that counts in this session. And here's some sagely advice. Okay, let's kick some ass. Oh great, we're in a bunker with no vents. The game does not let us move continuously, you need to pick a spot and move within a small circle area there. We're not done with the plot yet. And that's where the tutorial ends. And here's the pimp. Sadly, Riho won't smash the wall. No, Riho does the Robocop walk though. I'm not sure this outfit should allow for this much bounce. Riho is not used to photo sessions without jellyfish. She's wearing clothes. That's quite rare. Riho, who is she? Whom did she introduce? As you see, the timer is ticking down up there, and it continues to do so while my character is having his inner monologue. And the shadow in front is another photographer. I have control. I'll be using the auto camera mode. I have no other lenses and I still have a spare film case from the previous playthrough. Now, we could just snap shots, but to score more we need to get on Riho's good side. Riho's attitude is denoted by that pounding heart. And let's appeal for the medium of dance. We successed. Now we jump. A different megame. You have to switch them up because otherwise Riho will get bored with your shit. Now she likes us enough to do a request. Ah fuck. I forgot we had a small existential crisis when we tried to use the camera for the first time. And we've missed the pose we've requested. And this spot is too crowded now. Okay, better. Except we need full frontal shots. A call-out. This is the minigame you should never try. It requires insanely fine control of a pressure-sensitive button. And this one's just button mashing. Can't we ask Riho to adopt a kitten? It's probably not apparent, but camera movement is tied to your analog stick position. So aiming off center means you have to fight the spring. And keep the stick still. Fine aiming is fucking impossible. I end up aiming at the crotch most of the time because a high angle either cuts off the feet or is too close to the dead zone. Okay, we had to do something. And that's the camera shake warning. Okay, I ran out of film and I won't be loading another roll. Let's see where the story takes us. Not going on a rampage is a big plus, guys. That's all for Riho, now a debrief with Akira. It was stupid. Aha, there's another mechanic that will come into play next time. You creep onto your model of choice by giving her best shot. Hey, look at that poster. Smash 5. It's probably Love Smash 5, a tennis game with Riho and other poorly dressed models. Never localized. Our drooling character signs up for the fan club newsletter and probably makes himself a target for an organ harvesting cult. Seriously, who's gonna miss him? Here comes the post-mission section. And that's the list of our photos and their scores. As you can see, I've taken lots of pictures of full-length model. Riho is a woman, not a bleeding battleship. I do have a couple of bad shots. Other photographers' flashes. That is not something I can control. So for our next time, I'll have to pick one photo to give to Riho. Also on this screen we can access the shop. It's got lenses, items and tools. On your first run you only have as much points as you get on the first level, but I've got a stash from the previous completion. The lenses are self-explanatory. The items though... There's extra film, otherwise we get only one free roll per shoot. The tripod prevents camera shake, making it work like a normal first-person shooter camera. And this is the date rape drug, which we can use to make the model do what we want. And this is for taking pictures faster. And here is a series of Photoshop plugins. I think what they do is they increase the margin for error when you work the manual camera. Or maybe they just make some settings entirely irrelevant. Let's buy them and see what happens. This is ridiculous. An image editing tool costs as much as a professional lens. Oh wait though. Actually makes sense. I'll hold on to the rest of the money. Moving on. Okay, we've got an invitation to another session, despite spending the previous one dancing and jumping like a moron. And our hero proceeds to drool into the sunset. You want a swimsuit? This time they want you to take pictures under the palm tree. It's actually going to be a bit complicated. And the tip says don't face the sun, and again, the palm tree shots are worth more points. Let's see how we can embarrass ourselves further. Oh, come on. This guy doesn't really say anything new. There's Riho doing her walk. And she's developed a cute German accent, I see. You'd think Riho would have more modeling experience, that with this game released after Demolition Go. I'm not taking any pictures yet. I need to build up Riho's love for me to get her to move under the palm tree. And while I'm doing this, a musical interlude from the good old 1989.
She's on his mind, she's on his wall, she's in the corner of his eye. She whispers sweet delirium. He climbs inside and blushes as the crimson tide flows, flushes him away.
And back to the studio. I've switched to the manual mode with no intention of actually learning how to use it, because I want to see if the magical software we bought is capable of fixing complete disasters. I haven't got the thing that's supposed to filter other people, so it's not all fun and games. And let's make Riho like us again. By the way, think about the situation from an ordinary human perspective. We've got a time-limited fan club exclusive photo session, and some guy comes in and starts dancing, jumping, waving his arms, and don't forget him loudly calling out the model's name. Incorrectly, I might add. And somehow the program director actually listens to that idiot. Anyway, I'm done with the manual mode, let's get some actual points with the auto one. What can I get for one dance? Of course, since the model is poorly rigged for animations, Riho will only be able to look at me after she's done adopting a pose for someone else. Oh, I keep forgetting to mention, this game didn't have circle and cross switched in transition from Japan to the West. So circle is confirm and shoot, while cross is cancel. Very few localized games are fucked up like this. Thanks everyone for yelling at me. Okay, so this is the first time we can give one of our photos to Riho. Well, the best photo. And Riho does the head tilt like a puzzled dog, or Laura from D2. You dance twist, of course everyone remembers you. Note that Riho doesn't actually say anything about the quality of the picture. Oh, this calls for an extended wank session. You can really tell this game was about the dark pre-smartphone era. So I don't see a button for us to use the Photoshop filter. And all of our manual shots are shit. I guess they don't work as advertised. Anyway, which is the one we're going to gift? Probably one with the 50 points. Do I buy them again? No. I think I want to check out the rapid-fire camera. By the way, the game never seems to explain what kind of photo you need to give to the model. Is it supposed to be your best shot score-wise, or a specific pose, her looking at you? No, just do your best. We're halfway through the game. And they invite him again. Why? Oh, a schoolgirl uniform session should be okay, right? Try to get some provocative poses. God damn it. Forgot to read the advice. Or maybe that's my brain shielding itself. Yes, game, you are totally about the environment. No, it doesn't. No, it's Akira again. And he's shaping up to be our rival for this session. The text here is the same. And there she is, coming down the stairs in a short skirt. The accent is gone. I'm pretty sure this is a reference to an earlier game I'll be showing off later. Okay, there is a rival heart on the heart now. Riho has 2 hearts. I believe the advice for this level will tell you that keeping your heart bigger than the rivals is good. Let's check out that motor. Oh shit, how do I stop it? Okay, I have to cancel out of it. And that's it. Camera, please. Okay, let's give it a shot. And she's not here, which I think means she didn't like our best shot from the first session. Akira is happy though. Okay, that's a decent number of good shots. This looks like the best one. What about shopping? For completion's sake, let's try the drug. Riho Futaba games are all about the dark side of showbiz. Full-length picture catching the model's eye. Finally, they've stopped inviting this guy. Riho is going to be a floor model. She'll model floor. You know, ceramic tile is all the rage. And the top prize is an individual photo session with a model. There is no way our character can keep it professional. Shoot to win. Thanks, figured that one out. They say you have to use the manual mode here. We could be in trouble. Suddenly, Gran Turismo. And yes, Akira is back for the final battle. Guys, you know these prizes always sound way better than they actually are. The program director briefly reminds us of why we've all gathered here. At last, they're still. Let's do the usual idiot routine. Success! Now, what can Rico do for us today? A short dance. That was a very short dance. Okay, let's see what the bottle actually does. Holy crap, Rico's heart is about to pop. And she does nothing. Yes, sometimes models refuse things for reasons unknown. The game insisted to use the manual mode because it's impossible to win the contest on auto. That is assuming the photos made in manual mode pay more points. It's rapid fire time. Camera? No. This time, Riho does wait for us to give her the picture. In a better story path, she approaches you first. Riho, this game has a free shoot mode. I don't have to play story again to take your pictures. And here comes Akira. Tell this to your dad. First, I shall develop a brain. Okay, let's see which is the least bad shot in this pile of crap. Here's a 60-pointer, featuring a frontal pose. I don't really want to buy anything. I really hate these overexposure fails due to random flashers. Oh, my name is there, in the Daily Sex Offender column. It is. Akira either failed to qualify or was using a fake name. No, there won't be a next time. I'm quite happy with the bad ending. This is the point where, on the first run, the game tells you that you unlock the extra mode. Let me show it to you. Here are the profiles of the models. As you see, we've unlocked 60% of Riho's poses, whatever that means. $4,000 hits a day on her website. These days, some dogs get more. But what is this extra mode really? It's a model viewer. The best thing about this, though, is that a mode like this is commonplace in these games. Wait, Riho's rendered over the interface. Anyway, out of the games I have lined up for this video series, about half have this feature. And this one is unusual in that you have to unlock it. Now what does a free mode give us? Aha, bonus studio. I think that's the unlock for winning the contest. Or not, this game has an unlock everything cheat. I won't bother with it though. Something I haven't pointed out yet is that the timer at the top does not stop when you do the minigames or go into the menu. So this is the Dark Souls of photography games. Also not mentioned by me was the fact that you can change stance between standing and sitting, I guess. There was a reason Riho said no picking up skirt. theoretically, I could try to play more, get other endings, see if the storyline is different for other models. I mean, it should be. But Paparazzi really is fairly tame compared to some other Riho games. Although I think this is the last time we actually drug Riho. So I want to be done with it, and move on to better things. Somehow all pictures taken in slow motion are out of focus. The hell? Next time we're going to move from Riho's public appearances and take a brief, hopefully, look at what she does in the privacy of her own home when no one is looking. Just what kind of fun can a girl have alone?